Easy Life are being sued. No, you did not mishear me. This is not something that I have made up for clickbait. And it wasn't on my 2023 bizarre bingo card for indie music, but the absolute air Goliaths EasyJet have decided to sue our beloved lo-fi indie band for the use of the word easy, which obviously is creating a whole load of confusion. Easy Life put a statement out on their Instagram because I think a few fans managed to find the actual lawsuit posting, because obviously if you file a lawsuit, it is public record. And the statement reads, "Okay, never imagined having to do this, but we've no choice but to address the situation we find ourselves in. As some of you have already discovered, we are being sued. EasyJet are suing us for being called Easy Life. They're forcing us to change our name or take up a costly legal battle which we could never afford. We've worked so hard to establish our brand, and I'm certain in no way have we ever affected their business." I mean, it goes without saying. Props to Easy Life for even in a formal statement not using uppercase letters. That is incredible commitment to their brand, even in the most dire of circumstances. Although we find the whole situation hilarious, as the internet does, which is actually kind of tragic, we're virtually powerless against such a massive corporation. I don't really know what else to say. We'll keep you lot updated. For those of you that bought gig tickets and ended up on a budget flight to Tenerife, I apologise. For the rest of you, thank you so much for your support. I mean, I feel like all of indie Twitter can officially say, friendship ended with EasyJet. Ryanair is my new best friend now. They may have horrendously unethical luggage rules, but at least they're not trying to take down the people writing the indie tunes that just get us through our drudgerous lives and knowledge that we're never going to be able to afford to own a house. I just think it's another one of those cases of, you know, big corporation brands challenge. Go 24 hours without seeming like your PR strategy has mirrored the galactic empire from Star Wars. I feel like there's a few things that I can hopefully add to this situation, and obviously, first of all, it is so hard being a band right now and making a living off it. Even as a fairly successful band like Easy Life, touring is so expensive, and issues like Brexit and COVID have only compounded those situations when it comes to touring outside of the UK. In fact, I'm pretty sure Easy Life even posted recently that they weren't making any profit on their tour because of the new financial restrictions. You get into a band, you actually manage to get signed, you actually get a big breakthrough song, like they did with Nightmares. And the last thing you need is some horrendous knockoff airline crashing into the side of your band, trying to sue you for money that you don't have for damages that you never did. Lovejoy really called this one with the artwork for Call Me What You Like, the giant flaming plane wreckage headed into the sea. It's now got an EasyJet logo on it, as far as I'm concerned, lads. Looking at the BBC News article for this, a spokesperson for Easy Group, who owns EasyJet, added that Stelios Hadji Ioannou, who I guess is the creator of the company, and Easy Group founded and now own the right to the Easy brand name. This is kind of like when McDonald's tried to trademark the word burger. It's embarrassing. It's one of those let's just eat the corporations and the rich and the billionaires moments that we all love on Twitter. Other companies, including Easy Life, pay annual royalties to us for its use as part of their business strategy. So there is a catalogue company called Easy Life apparently. And there have been other precedents with this trademark in particular. Apparently they sued a Northampton-based restaurant called Easy Curry in 2008. And even in 2018, they tried to sue a Netflix series called Easy. But as far as I'm aware from looking on Netflix, that show still exists. So I don't know what came of this lawsuit. And I mean, if you go onto Disney Plus right now and search for Easy, I just know that there's going to be at least one show on there called Easy. Oh man, there's not. It's just the East. Maybe Easy Group did take them all out. But the reason I say I feel like I have some pre-existing knowledge that might help here, I'm not a lawyer. I did reach out to my friend who did law at uni, and he didn't get back to me. So I can't give a legal commentary on where this case might go. I am not yet legal, but I would love legal if you're watching this video to give us a legal rundown of what might go down here. BBC in Leicester managed to get Leanne Hall, who's a trademark specialist, on, and she highlighted that Easy Group had a history of taking action to protect its hard-earned brand, trademarking the word Easy, and basically says it's a David versus Goliath fight, as Easy Life statement said. It doesn't mean that they'll be successful, Easy Group, but they have a reputation of trying it. They will try to pull the shenanigans. The precedent that I know about these kind of issues actually centers around the word sky. Because I'm a really big fan of a game called No Man's Sky, I've got artwork from the game up on my wall. That's how much I like it. And No Man's Sky, while it was being released, was dragged into a similarly stupid lawsuit by Sky, who argued with Hello Games, who developed the game, that they had ownership of the word sky. So therefore, you can't release a video game with the word sky in it because that's our intellectual property, which is insane. Anyone in their right mind could look outside and go, I think that owns... I think the sky belongs to God, my G. I don't think you own that media company. And this is a lawsuit that actually ended up being settled. We don't know exactly how much for. Maybe it wasn't too bad, but No Man's Sky got to keep its name at least. It went on for 3 years. It was very drawn out and nightmarish, but it was settled. So hopefully Hello Games, given that they were working with PlayStation, managed to get some lawyers to argue the stupidity of it, and the settlement wasn't too much of a dent on anyone's finances on the defendant's side. But another issue with the word sky that set the precedent for this case was when Microsoft had to rename SkyDrive. I didn't even know OneDrive was called SkyDrive before, because Sky said, look, we own the word sky. And to be fair, as much as I think these kind of cynical lawsuits are one of the things that wind me up the most, I can kind of see why this had a different outcome to the previous case, given that SkyDrive, OneDrive, it's kind of in the realm of media, and the logo does look a lot like a Sky TV logo, and it's not that big of a deal to rename that to OneDrive. It's not going to have as big an impact as having to rename a whole band that has built up a loyal fan base, has loads of, you know, printed posters, merch, CDs that would then, I guess, become redundant. So, in terms of the precedent for similar cases to this, I guess there have been cases where it's gone the way of the defendant and they haven't had to rename, and there have been cases where there has had to be a rebranding. My gut feeling on this, not as a legal expert, but based on what I've seen from cases like this before, is that because Easy Life are operating in a completely different space to the Easy Group, they probably won't in the end have to rename. The fact that they're drawing attention to the kind of hilarity of it all in their statement says it all. No one has ever booked a flight on... No one's ever booked Easy Life tickets thinking that they're booking an EasyJet flight. I don't think anyone ever for a second has questioned a connection between the two. And I think that is probably a common sense approach that I would really, really hope comes up as a trump card if it goes to court. But it is just one of those cases of a brand being cartoonish levels of evil for the sake of it. It's like, can you just give them a break for 1 second? It's hard being in a band. It's hard making a living. And the last thing you need is a stupid big company coming in and trying to make a quick buck off something that has nothing to do with you. But anyway, let me know what your thoughts are of this debacle in the comments. I feel like at least it's brought the whole upcoming new music, indie music community together in widespread condemnation of this. Looking through a few of the comments from people I know, EasyJet, get in the bin, go to court, they'll make themselves look like the bullies they are. Yo, fuck 'em, says a band called Kyoko I know, what the fuck? What, this is absurd? Yeah, literally, the Amazons, everyone from artists who are signed like Neve Ella to Maya Beth from BBC Radio 1, we all think this is absolutely ridiculous. And I would say, in terms of supporting Easy Life, my best advice is actually go over to their website and buy a t-shirt. Maybe something like a GoFundMe will be created at some point. I'm not going to be the person to throw one out there because I feel like that's not my job, and the band would do an official one. But go over to their website, because at least my understanding of modern bands like Easy Life is actually most of the money they make touring is from merch, when the venues aren't taking a massive cut of it. So going over to Easy Life's website, which will be in the bio of this video, and just buying yourself a tour t-shirt, which look at these incredible designs. They're so cool, for only £35. If you want to throw some money directly to Easy Life, which will go to them much more than if you go out to a HMV and buy their CD, or probably even if you buy a ticket to see them live, I'm pretty sure the merch sales go almost all directly to them. That's a great way to help. And also, while you're at it, maybe just send a nice little tweet over to EasyJet letting them know that you will no longer be using their services until they stop their shenanigans and fire Mr. Burns as their head of copyright strategy and stuff like that. Also, if you want to support other indie bands like Easy Life at the earlier stage, I have a cool Twitch stream where I do that every Monday, 6 PM. Shameless plug out the way. Subscribe if you like the video. Big love Easy Life, and fuck you, EasyJet. See you in the next video, guys, where hopefully no one will get sued. Peace out.